Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I want to welcome you to what? Sing Life TV. Shonda inspires nations to grow. And for those of you who always seem, no matter what, to turn it on. Because you know that I absolutely love you. And for those of you who may be new to the channel, do me a quick old favor. I promise you it will not take long. I promise. Subscribe and click the bell so that you can stay connected with me. Well, listen, guys, I missed you so much and so terribly. As you know, I am just tapped completely into the evolution of me. And so I'm really excited and I look forward to sharing my whole journey with you guys. So I've been actively involved with that, and it's been a few weeks, and I just want to say I hope you have been very happy and tapped into your creative flow of God, of that infinite source, so that you can create the dream that you want in your life. And so I want to welcome you guys to FreeStyle Friday. So a part of FreeStyle Friday today, I want to talk about lifelines, guys. I want to talk about lifelines. Last week was Thanksgiving, holiday. And of course, I wake up every day in a state of gratitude. I don't see the need to think of or to wait, until a specific day to cook a good meal for my family and to express gratitude for what I have, who I have in my life, the things that I have, and the God that I serve. Because every day that I wake up is an opportunity for me to open my mouth and tell God thank you. It's an opportunity for me to just give Him glory. It's an opportunity for me to thank Him for the things that I've learned from. An opportunity for me to thank Him about the present state that I am currently in, and it's also an opportunity for me to go ahead on and thank Him in advance for my future. So every day is Thanksgiving for me. Every day is Thanksgiving for me. And I just so love that. That's a lesson that I've learned, to always tap into gratitude. But a lot of times people don't have the revelation, and it may be because they've experienced things in life that have knocked them down and they don't know how to get back up. And so I wanted to tap in today to talk to you guys about lifelines. I want to talk to you guys about lifelines. During the Thanksgiving holiday, I got some phone calls from, dear friends of mine that were connected to people that had some tragic outcomes in their lives. And the first thing I thought about is that, during the holiday season in particular, people experience joy, but a lot of people experience pain. And I wondered, had those people been connected to the primary lifeline, would it have been a different outcome? And so as I began to think about lifelines, I began to just ponder there. And when I thought about this, there's two lifelines. It's a lifeline that leads to love, creativity, growth, evolution, unlimited possibilities, God. And there's a lifeline that leads to fear and doubt and lack, frustration and anger and resentment and pain, loneliness and suffering. And then as I also began to examine lifelines, each lifeline has sub-lifelines connected to it. The lifeline of love and the lifeline of fear and hate has sub-lifelines. And the sub-lifelines represent people that are connected to each one of the main primary sources of lifeline, which is at a higher elevation, which is love, or lower vibration of fear and hate. And it's always people that are attached to the lifelines. And I just wanted to reach out today to encourage you to think about your life and to encourage you to think about lifelines. I want to remind you to always stay connected to the lifeline of love, to the lifeline of expansion, into the lifeline of just a good feeling. And I want you to think about your life. And if you have a connection to the wrong lifeline, or if you have a connection to the wrong sub lifelines, sometimes you have to be displaced in order for you to evolve. Sometimes, depending on the source or the lifeline that you're connected to, you may experience a season of loneliness. You may experience a season that seems like there's no one there for you. But the good news about it is if you are connected to the primary lifeline of love, you're never alone. And it is an opportunity for the Creator to groom you into the high version of the person that you are created from the beginning to be. And sometimes, depending on the lifeline that you are connected to and the sub lifelines that are connected to it, they don't have the power to just maintain relationships. Sometimes they don't have the capacity to withstand your expansion. And so life brings about changes. But I challenge you to embrace the change. I challenge you to embrace the season that you may be lonely, and that you need to know that it is okay, because as long as you are connected to the primary lifeline of love, which is God, you are never alone. And when you can be connected to that lifeline, you don't need any sub lifelines, because you realize that the lifeline itself is all you ever need. So I just want to remind you to think about your lifelines this weekend. And I want to remind you to think about the sub lifelines this weekend. And I want you to get away from people that make you feel bad, that make you feel angry, that make you feel depressed, or make you feel less than the person that God created you to be. Because you are special, you are just intentional, and you are phenomenal. You are a phenomenal human being. And guess what? God loves you more than anyone else. And so my challenge for you is to make sure that you stay connected to the lifeline of love and the lifeline of joy and peace and just unlimited possibilities. And align yourself with that and disconnect from any lifeline that's draining you of the person that the primary lifeline is calling you to be. Think about that. And I love you guys. Mwah! And I'll see you real soon. Subscribe. Click that bell so that you can stay connected with me. Have a great weekend. Bye.